Man, what a weekend.
We are headed to Bristol Motor Speedway to race the number 8 Nemco Motorsports truck.
This year itself, 2020, has been just, I wish I could have a reset button for this year. Obviously this year has been a challenge for everybody with everything going on. But man, so many lows this year, and some inflicted upon myself, and just been a challenge of a year. But this opportunity to drive the Nemco Motorsports truck in the NASCAR Gander Outdoor Truck Series was huge. This is kind of an opportunity that every young kid that's striving to make a living and just drive as a profession is something that you look for. I grew up fortunate to have a lot of local partners and local help, but once it kind of came to the NASCAR end of things, I was on my own. I did a crowdfunding campaign to make my first start in 2014, and ever since then true story, lived out of my car and lived out of this makeshift apartment for a while, and I drove to every race just trying to meet people and build connections, build relationships, and just try to make my way in the sport. And like everybody starts off, or like some stories you hear about some people sweeping the floors and stuff like that, and them slowly progress into bigger things. That's kind of what this situation has kind of turned into. And I drove for a lot of smaller teams, did a lot of starting parks, a lot of ride around stuff, just looking for every little opportunity I possibly could. And I started working with Mr. Joe Nemechek and MCO Motorsports in 2019. Did a lot of their support truck stuff, and drove their second truck at the races, and always showed a lot of speed, always showed a lot of potential. But we weren't there to show our hand, for lack of better terms. And Nemco Motorsports has always had wicked fast trucks. It's an honor to be able to drive for them, and to have this opportunity is huge. Can't thank Mr. Nemechek enough. The whole Nemco Motorsports team, they work hard. They only have basically like 2 to 3 full-time people in the shop. It's crazy. Jim, Jacob, Bo, as well as crew chief that couldn't make it, Jerry. So that's kind of disappointing we couldn't have him come out there. But this small team works so hard, and it's so amazing to have the opportunity to drive for them, because they are always competitive every time they come to the track. And when this whole deal came together, it was kind of last minute. We had our amazing partner, Advanced Collision, and Kurt Swearingen over there coming on board. So thankful to have them. Best body shop out in Chattanooga, Tennessee, and a bunch of other locations. Check them out. They made this weekend possible. Check them out on Facebook, Advanced Collision Inc. They made this happen, as well as the Ronald McDonald House Charities of the Southern Appalachian. Amazing to have this relationship with the Ronald McDonald House for this long, and to be able to represent another chapter was awesome. So huge. Give them a follow as well. They made this happen too. But to see what this race team can do and the potential they have and such good equipment is amazing. And going back to what I said, is this is the opportunity that every young driver looks for, as it is. I don't have the large funding, the large backing, the large family backing, family funding. And for Mr. Nemechek to take this chance on me and give me this opportunity, and Advanced Collision and Ronald McDonald Charities of Southern Appalachian to come on board at this one was huge for me. We started dead last. We didn't have any owner's points, or at least we had the least amount of owner's points compared to the other competitors that we were there with. And Bristol Motor Speedway is somewhere you don't want to start dead last with. It's just not a place you want to start last. You are so far behind at that point. it's tough to come back from. And that was the struggle we faced. We went a lap down earlier in the race, and we just could never get it back, could never get ourselves in the position to get that lap back. So, it is what it is. We had a great speed all day long, had easy top 15, top 12 speed all day. I haven't sat in a race car in about a year. So to put passes on guys that race every single week, and to put passes on guys that win races like Ross Chastain, Johnny Sauter, Austin Hill, just to name a few, was huge for me personally from a competitive standpoint. Being out of the seat for so long, having a lack of experience compared to them, I felt like that was a good confidence booster for me. It showed me I can get the job done. I can do it, and it's frustrating that these opportunities don't come very often, of course. I'd love to get back out there, though. Again, I cannot thank Advanced Collision and the Ron McDonald Charities Southern Appalachian enough. I might overdo it, but seriously, they made this weekend happen. Mr. Joe Nemechek made this weekend happen. Dream come true right here. Yeah, I wish we would have been able to get that lap back, but kind of is what it is. I'm also frustrated in the sense of, yeah, we finished 19th. That truck should finish better than that. But I keep going back to the fact of we had the speed, we showed the speed, we just couldn't catch that break to get that lap back. So you can look at it a few different ways. I'd like to think that the people that matter notice. Now, granted, that's still, still need the sponsors and the funding to take advantage of opportunities. But at the same time, I hope I turned a few heads. Again, not exactly where I wanted to finish, but we showed the speed. I made passes on people that, quite honestly, have 10 times more experience than I have. I can promise you, probably 99% of that field has have put in more laps the last, say, 3 years of their racing career than I have my entire 14. I just haven't had the funding to get behind the wheel. And I'd like to think that with the lack of my experience and how well I did is a bonus, if that makes any sense. So I don't know, man. It's a huge one. Huge opportunity for this. I hope I get to go back out and do it again. So enough rambling, enough of that. Thank you guys for following along. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know I had a lot of fun doing it. I can't thank Advanced Collision and the Ron McDonald House Charities of Southern Appalachian enough for making this whole weekend happen. Check out the links in the description below. Give them a follow, guys. It means so much to me, to them. They made it happen. Go check out Nemco Motorsports. Give Joe Nemechek a follow. Follow them. Little team that hits heavy whenever they go to the racetrack. So thank you guys again. Don't forget to subscribe, like this video as well, share it. I'm a little guy. I'm having fun. I sweep the floors. I wrench on them. But here we are, making some strides, having some big opportunities. So thank you guys, and we'll catch you guys next time.